I travel for work a lot, at least once a week. And that means there are going to be nights where I'm not there for bath time. That means there are going to be days where I miss a soccer game, moments when I'm watching a recital on FaceTime instead of sitting in the front row. And to be honest, not gonna lie, that reality, it's starting to hit me hard because I don't want my daughter to feel like I wasn't there, like she wasn't my priority, like she was competing with my career for my attention. I honestly, genuinely want to be present, not just physically, but emotionally. I want her to know that she can come to me for anything, for advice, for comfort, for reassurance. And so I asked myself, am I capable of that? Can I be the dad she needs me to be? Because the truth is, I really don't know. I know how to build businesses. I know how to negotiate and close deals. I know how to handle the pressure of the boardroom. I know how to step in front of a bunch of people and speak. But do I know how to be gentle? Do I know how to give advice without being too harsh? Do I know how to navigate emotions when she's upset and just needs her dad to listen? Just listen, not fix. Am I equipped for that? Because I wasn't raised in a home where emotions were talked about like that. I wasn't raised to think about how my words landed. I was raised to push forward, to be strong, to be smart, to keep moving. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, that worked for me. But I don't want my daughter to feel like she has to push through everything alone. I want her to feel safe coming to me. I want her to feel like she can talk to me about her struggles or fears or dreams. And I don't want my first instinct to be fixing. I want to be able to listen, to be patient, to know when to step in and let her know, she's got to figure some things out. And I don't know if I had that skill yet. Hope to know over the time, but I don't know if I'm ready for that responsibility. I don't know if I'll always say the right thing or if I'll mess it up or, if I miss something important and I don't realize it. If one day she looks at me and she says, "Daddy, you weren't there for me." It's a massive fear I have that the time I spend working to provide for her ends up being the time I should have spent being with her. That my presence is felt more through FaceTime than real time. And as a first-time dad, I don't have an answer for that yet. But here's what I do know. I can be intentional. I can put systems in place now to make sure that she knows that she's my priority. I can schedule non-negotiable time with her just like I schedule meetings at work. I can make sure that when I'm home, I'm really home. Not distracted, not half listening, not thinking about my next flight or a work project or a deal that might close tomorrow, but fully engaged. And I've been thinking about the best ways that a high-achieving dad, a high-achieving man, a high-achieving dad can be emotionally present for his children. Because let's be real, fellas, we are busy. We are building. We are leading because we're high-achieving. But none of that matters if our kids feel like they don't have access to us. So I've been working on this list, and here are five ways I plan to be emotionally present for my daughter. Number 1, schedule one-on-one time. Again, I can schedule meetings at work all day long. So I should schedule time, and I will schedule time with my daughter, whether it's a standing daddy-daughter date night, a Saturday morning breakfast ritual, or an evening check-in before bed. She will know that no matter what's going on in the world, she has my undivided attention. Number 2, being available when it matters most. Look, I can't be everywhere all the time, but I can make sure that I'm there when she really needs me. That means knowing the difference between missing a random regular season game and missing the championship game that she worked all season for. Knowing the difference between being on a work trip to see just any old client versus being there for the big recital she's been practicing for months. She will know that even when I'm away, I'm still paying attention. And then number 3, listening without fixing. Man, this is going to be hard. Struggle with this as a husband. Because as men, we are wired to solve problems. We're wired to find solutions, fix what's broken. But kids, they don't always need solutions. Sometimes they just need to be heard. These are little humans going through life differently. So I got to work on that. I got to ask more questions, let her talk without cutting in, give her space to process her thoughts and emotions, because I do want to be a father who listens before he speaks. All right. Number 4, validating her emotions. I want to tell her that what she feels is real, that she's allowed to be sad or frustrated or scared or disappointed, that she doesn't have to hide her feelings to be strong, because I know how much it hurt growing up feeling like emotions made you weak. I know that in hindsight, and I refuse to pass that down to her. All right. Number 5, being the example. Not just telling her how to handle emotions, but showing her. If I want to be patient, I got to show patience. If I want her to communicate openly, I have to communicate openly. If I want her to express love, then I got to express love. Because kids don't do just what we say. They do what we show them. And if I want to be a loving, present father, then I have to lead by example. So that's my plan. That's how I'm making sure that I don't just provide for my daughter, but I show up for my daughter. Because at the end of the day, fellas, she won't remember the money. She won't remember the flights I took. She won't remember the work I was doing when she was little to build for the family, to make sure she could wear her Jordans. She will remember how I made her feel. And I want her to feel loved, seen, heard, valued, safe. So yeah, I'm working on that now as a first-time dad with a baby on the way. And if you're a father or about to be one like me, how do you handle being present when life puts you and pulls you in different directions? Drop a comment below. And again, subscribe so you don't miss the next video in this journey. We're on a path towards fatherhood. Papa prep. And if you know someone else who needs to hear this, share it with him. Because fatherhood isn't just about being there. It's about making sure that they feel like you are. Let's get it.